is unfortunately.
You're on live on YouTube as well.
Okay, but then unfortunately it is not the last. It's only the 24th or something. So people may not know that this is the last Saturday of the month. So I hope people don't miss it because of that.
Are you busy?
I am coming to the Zoom now at the moment.
You're live on YouTube, all of us.
Yes, it's all right. We are going to sleep now. Yes.
No, I'm going to buy some.
Hi, Banda.
Okay. Mummy
Good to
is
see you,
there.
Banda.
Interestingly,
I
I'm
am
attending
on
a
the
meeting on
Okay, you look nice.
life care.
Love you.
It's actually a lifestyle medicine meeting, British Society of Lifestyle Medicine. And they were having a session just now, and they finished. They delayed it a little bit. That's why I was delayed. Is it? Shall I go there?
Yeah.
My daughter is investigating for a proper location area. If you carry that bag for me and this one, I will carry the computer. Yeah. I'm taking you on a round. These are Hotspurs. What is it?
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Wow.
Football stadium. That's yeah.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So how are you guys been keeping? What news from down and under, Banda?
Here we are.
Banda?
You're doing a virtual tour.
Can you see behind me?
Yeah.
The stadium itself.
Where is this place? Where is this?
Virtual.
Tottenham. The football
that's
stadium.
a huge stadium.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Maharoof, it brings back memories. I've been there to watch a match with my grandson.
All right.
who's
Yes,
a
that's right.
Supporter.
Manchester 2023. Can you see that?
I thought you said this is Hotspurs.
Yeah, I know. They have got the various announcement coming on that one.
Right.
Board there.
Okay.
There you are.
Thank you.
Hi,
Right.
Nilani.
Hi,
How
Maru.
are you?
Hi.
Hi, Jai
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, advertisement. So just
So I sent my location spy, my daughter. She went and found this place. And it's good internet here. And it's live internet. I wanted to get earlier on, but unfortunately the program got delayed in the stadium. They were having a thing on lifestyle medicine, launching of a choreographer was launching the whole system of lifestyle. It's a very unique meeting. I will describe to you all later on.
Yeah, we can do a session on that.
Yeah,
Do a
sure,
session on
sure.
that. So Vikramachandran is not there today.
Are you attending the whole meeting, Maru?
Yeah. I'm attending the whole meeting.
Why not do this one after that synopsis of it, put it across to us?
Yes, definitely. No, I've subscribed for it, so I'm going to get the whole thing on my system, and then we'll have a special one on because summary of the meeting itself. Very, very good.
So
I attended the morning session. I made some comments on it. Probably the afternoon session also I'm attending. After our meeting, I'll continue with them. That's why those who are in London could have come, but anyway, unfortunately, I was trying to get at Mohan. Mohan, are you there?
Mohan has to tell us, speak to us. He was here.
He was here just now.
Hi, Maru.
Hi. How are you, Nilani? Are you in UK or?
Yeah. I
Good,
won't
good,
rush
good.
to Sri Lanka just like that. I had enough staying there for 2 years.
Where is Narada?
UK.
Let me call now.
Remember, was he the one who was seated on the president's chair? The other fellow has been arrested. I hope
That's
He
right,
probably
that's
will have to
right.
sit on that for
going
the
to go back.
That's funny.
Sitting on the chair is not a crime. Anyway,
I'll
Yeah.
call Narada and
No,
Sam.
not,
you know.
not on the
and
throne.
Benita,
Yes.
Benita,
Yes.
can you call Vikramachandra and see what he's doing?
All right.
I'm calling Narada.
Karunian,
Yes.
Edwin and Glory gave their apologies for
Hi,
today.
are you coming?
Because,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Thank you, Shanti.
I am in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium,
Just about to score a goal.
attending a lifestyle meeting. You know, I'm in the stadium itself because they are having a meeting. I'm attending that. My daughter and I have subscribed. Everybody has joined. Most Karnian, everybody there. Mohanlal came and got out. He could have come here directly even. I'll tell him that.
Tottenham
So
Spurs.
Milroy, I met Nicetas.
Oh, yes. You
Yeah.
met him?
Yeah. I went to Sacramento and stayed in a friend's home, and they knew Nicetas and they called him for dinner. So we had a
That's
little
great.
sing-song and so on. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I have been calling him. That's also when
But I called him and I told him to join, and he said he would. He says he has difficulty with the Zoom.
correct. Yeah, that's what he told me.
Yeah, so I said I'll teach him how to do that. But
Yeah.
then
Somebody
I
has
called
to
him
teach him.
today,
Yeah.
yesterday rather, and he didn't respond.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for sending me a reminder. I'm in Texas, right? So the time is good, 7 o'clock.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah,
Hi,
I was.
Sam.
You're in Texas with
Are you
your
joining?
daughter, is it?
Yeah, my daughter's place. Yes.
Yeah. Where about Texas?
Yeah, I
Dallas
sorted out
Fort-
because I was inside and then I was trying to connect to the internet. It was
So it's
connecting,
civilized
but
time for you.
just now it came back. Yeah,
Mm.
It's okay now, is it?
it's okay.
Yeah. Maruf.
Yeah, I am in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They are having a lifestyle
He
meeting.
is not Karunian. He is not picking it up. I just send a text.
Can you see? I think all of you
Okay, all
can.
right. Then that's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Join. Yes. Okay. Bye. Sam is joining. Narde is joining. Anybody else? Nalin?
Milroy, how are you, Milroy?
Saro.
Saro is here.
Jayasri,
I'll
how are
call
you,
Mohanlal
Jayasri?
now.
I'm fine, man. Fine. It's I do not know some of these people personally, so of course you are a registrar. I know you very well, and your
Well, I
wife.
think we'll do a little introduction to our good friend Jayasri Fernando.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
We'll do that.
Don't you bet?
You know GRM, right?
Yeah.
Milroy,
You know GRM
Milroy is a
Fernando.
relative of mine, actually.
Yeah, Milroy, you know.
Yeah.
Maruf is that's Dr. Maruf. He's a obstetrician.
Very nice.
1 foot in Saudi, 1 foot in England.
Right.
And then Sarojini.
Okay.
Saro,
Try and
was
join.
RJ
Then
coach
Narde has
in,
joined.
Actually, I sent him the link,
also
right,
from
Jay?
Maru sent me one too.
Yeah.
Jayasri,
you
you got the link
246.
from me.
I just came back last night from my daughter in
Yeah. Put it on and you will join. Just like
Wisconsin,
that.
and then I was here. And
246.
I don't think I know Rajan.
246 159
and
0864.
Dajri Nilani is in England.
Okay.
And then there's
There you are.
Ranjit.
John Banda is also
he's
here.
an ENT surgeon, retired in Colombo.
Okay.
And Dr. Shanti Parameswaran is a psychiatrist in England.
Rishi.
And
Yeah. Passcode. It'll ask for passcode.
He's one of our junior batches, but I know him. He's a wonderful guy. You know, his uncle I know.
No. It will click on that. Join the meeting.
You'll get together when when
Did
you
you-
start joining. We want
Yeah,
more
ID.
people to
You
join.
put the ID already? Enter.
Banda,
Yeah, passcode.
can you hear us, Banda?
02.
Dr. Chularatne is joining us from Kurnagala.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Mohan supposed to speak to us today, Mohan?
And
Mohanlal?
Mohan was here and he's a runaway.
020141. Just now you are joined. I saw you.
How are you doing, Chula?
Has he joined? He said he's joining at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
working.
he's there. Chularatne is here.
Lanka is.
Hi, Chula.
Are you on Zoom now?
Can I
Hi,
ask
Ranjit,
a very,
how are you?
very controversial thing? Did you all watch the
So,
Queen Elizabeth II
join
funeral
Zoom it.
service?
Yes, the entire
Yes.
There was nothing
CNN
else on
probably
TV
had the
except that.
biggest song.
Apparently,
I-
half the world population have
Meeting
watched
ID, that's the
it.
one. Click
What's
on that.
Half the?
World population
Wow.
had watched the funeral.
Yeah.
4.6
Yeah, no, I watched
billion.
just parts
There
of
was
it.
nothing else during that time. There was
The
nothing
music
else.
was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very good.
Music was very good. I watched parts of it.
246. Yeah, put
Karunya, do you know that?
159.
Do you know Lucian Netzinger?
Yeah, I know. Lucian
Yeah, so
Netzinger
Lucian's
is, I
son.
know of him and I
0864,
followed his
yeah.
career.
Yeah, he was.
Hi,
Old,
Sam.
old.
How are you?
Yeah, he
His father was a
I
Thomian.
was
Hi,
in his
Sam.
school.
Hi, guys.
You were trained by
Hi,
his father?
Ranjit.
He'll ask for
Hi,
passcode.
Ranjit.
So
Hi.
Lucian had,
I
I
heard
was
you're going to
schooled
Canada.
by
Come back now.
SJC,
I am coming.
but
I
he had
mean,
left
Hi,
by
I am coming
Salima.
to Sri
Yes.
Lanka.
This
When?
It's your
I have a
daughter. It's your
question for
daughter.
everybody. I have a question for everybody.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Have you
Hello.
all?
Auntie. How are you?
Hi.
I'm okay. Did you make the cake for your dad today?
No, I just brought him on a
She's taking me
conference
for a Tamil movie.
and we go for a Tamil movie. And yes, don't forget to sing happy birthday. That's the only-
Happy
What's the name
birthday,
of the
Maru.
movie?
Do you know
Oh,
how old he
happy
is
birthday.
or how young he is?
I haven't
This,
Where are
uh,
you? How close are you
Yeah.
to
This,
Tottenham
Is
Hotspur
that
Hello,
Siana?
Stadium?
Uncle
Guys,
Sam. How are
I
It's
think
you?
we're all
lovely to see
Oh
you.
my
across
God!
each
After
other.
ages. After ages.
I know, right?
Ah,
You
okay.
look the same,
Just
actually.
I
Good
think
to
the
see you.
cost talking,
reboot your
can't you?
computer.
Where do you live now?
South London, the same place.
Same
Right,
place.
thank you.
Same house.
Where is Mohanlal? He has vanished, is it?
No, he's
This,
online. He's trying to connect.
Dad's talking.
I have a question for everybody.
Yes.
Have
Yeah,
you
you
all
got it.
taken this new bivalent vaccine?
You can give me that one.
Oh,
I haven't, but I intend to.
You
I'm going to
intend
do it
to?
on Monday.
Right. Okay.
What is this vaccine?
The bivalent vaccine that is now out. Here also
Is
because
it
I had a
for?
call.
No, we had the same Omicron. This one, the fourth vaccine we have taken. Is there a fifth one? This is it?
Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
the
yes.
fifth
It's a
one
bivalent
in
one,
US.
which
There's the new fifth one, Benita, in the
that's
US.
in the US.
Ah, but Australia is still not promoting it. No.
no, I mean, in fact, I had a call from the GP asking me to come for the bivalent vaccine. So it is here in UK as well because it's supposed to cover BA.5.
Correct. BF4 and
4 and 5.
sorry, Sam, I didn't hear that. What is the name of that new vaccine called now?
Bivalent.
Bivalent.
Bivalent. Why is it bivalent? There are COVID, two other.
No, they are covering the original Wuhan strain plus the new BA.4 and 5.
That's right.
The latest Omicron variant,
That's the
BA4 and 5.
latest. Yeah. That's the latest vaccine. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, last week.
Because in
When did you
the
get Bill Roy?
I got it. Yeah, no reaction. Nothing.
I intend to get it next week.
Yeah.
this because the numbers are rising. Because one of my neighbors is in acute medicine. He looks after the COVID patients in our hospital. He said the numbers are rising again here in UK. I'm sure all over the world is going to happen.
It is
going
rising.
into the winter now, and about 10 to 12% increase per week.
So is it
They
available?
have any BF4?
Sorry, Sam.
Yeah,
Is it available on the
are-
NHS?
Yes, it
Is
is. It is. All, it
NHS?
is. Yes, yes. Always. It has always
Yeah.
been the case. Because I
The
had a
symptoms are respiratory or anything different?
mainly upper respiratory, very rarely that would affect your lungs. But of course, the biggest concern today is not so much the infection per se, but what follows, whether you could end up with long COVID after the infection is the biggest concern. Not so much the infection per se.
Banda, you got any ideas?
We haven't heard much about it as yet in New Zealand. It has been, so it's not being offered, as far as I know, by RGPs as yet.
So we are waiting for Mohanlal to come online. He's having technical problems.
A whole lot of like.
What time is
There he
it?
comes.
Arunian,
Yes.
what time is it over there where you are?
I am in California, Majan. It's 5:23 a.m.
Yeah. All
So I had
right.
to set the alarm to get up.
All right. Yeah, you look a little sleepy.
I am sleeping. Yes, went to sleep around 12:30. I'm at my son's home. I'm not at home.
Right.
So we
And
all
where,
talking.
that is still in California.
It's in California, but in a different city called Santa Cruz, close
Right.
to the Northern California.
Uh-huh.
Not where I usually stay. Yeah.
All right.
Sam, morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, Milroy, have you been to Sri Lanka at all?
Yeah, we'll be going probably later on, maybe December.
Let's that. Because I'm hoping to go next month, and of course now we spend about 6 to 7 months there every year.
Yeah.
The situation I gather is improving.
Good.
Because the new president, he doesn't care about he's doing, I think, good work. But of course, he's hated by the people. But I think what he's doing is correct. That's my feeling, because he's trying to get rid of all these loss-making corporations. All the politicians have been putting their own people, and all these corporations have been losing so much money.
Sure.
And that's why the country is in a huge mess. And also, the governor is more independent. The bank is more independent than he was in the past. So he's able to balance the books. They're only spending what they're earning. Fuel, for instance, they were spending $500 million a month in the past. Now it's down to about 200 to 220, which is just about adequate. So people, unfortunately, can't go on long trips and things like that because you may run out of food. People are managing okay with what is available. And I just heard a few days ago, they are allowing people to import electric cars, not only electric cars, nothing else. To be able to do that, you got to bring in officially a certain amount of money in US dollars. And they allow you to bring in electric cars. The first permit was issued, I was told, a few days ago. So that's the current situation. But food prices are high.
Very high, yeah.
People are managing okay. I think people who live in villages are managing okay because they all have a little plot of land where they can grow something. But people in cities, especially Colombo, are suffering with high food prices. But everything, things are available, but at a price.
Ranjit and Chularatna, while we are waiting for Mohan to start,
Why are they
Ranjit and Chularatna in Sri Lanka, Ranjit, any effect?
Not in the city. I don't know. We find everything available, but at a price.
Yes, this is what I am also told.
Yeah.
If you touch it only one click.
Chula, how is it in Kurunagala, Chula? You're muted.
Still muted, no?
Yeah, still muted. Your video also hasn't come.
Chula, you got to get your grandson to come and help you.
That's right.
Is Mohan ready to make a presentation? Mr. Fernando? Hey, Maruf.
While we are waiting, any other topics of interest?
I
Of
know
common
Maruf
interest?
and Mohan are both muted.
All
Maruf,
right.
give us an update.
Someone should call Mohan on the
So
phone.
anyone
Yeah,
else with
I
anything interesting?
muted because I'm talking to Mohan and trying to set him up.
Okay.
He's disconnected, so that's why. Otherwise there is echoing coming on for you.
So let's chat and see what is happening. Anything new, Shrima?
I
I don't
got a
have
question.
question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hello.
Shrima?
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
I don't know what's happened. Oh, it's come on now.
But we can hear you.
Thank you.
Doing all right?
Not really.
What's going on? Tell us what's happening. Can we help you in any way?
Don't think so. I'm hoping to move from here to sort of sheltered accommodation shortly.
Where about? In which area?
Certainly in Red Hill again. It takes a lot of time to get the apartment going.
Yeah, understand. Yeah. We can't see you.
I don't know why.
Where is Red Hill, Shrima? Is in London, is it?
No, I'm inside.
Just outside. It's sort of west of London.
West.
So Srima, have you put your house on sale?
Well, the house sale will be going, again, it takes a lot of time for probate and so forth and so on.
So both of you are going to a sheltered accommodation. You are going to get a flat or something.
Well, my husband, Philip, died in July, so it's only me.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
You know, Srima, no one told us no.
Srima,
sorry to interrupt all of you all. Srima, Shanti here. I'm very, very, very sorry. I didn't know about his death at all.
Well, I didn't really want to tell anyone, Shanti, because I was
I'm really sorry.
Yes, Srima, please accept our deepest sympathy.
Yes,
You never
exactly.
told us.
Well, thank you very much. I think the only one who knew was Gloria, I think, because she sort of picked it up and I felt very, I didn't really want to tell anyone. I'm sorry about that, but I sort of kept quiet.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I think I'll come round and see you before you move. Downsizing. I know your old house. I know, and that is where you're still staying, are you?
Exactly, but I don't know for how long, Shanti, because I hope this flat will be available shortly, but solicitors take such a long time.
Hi. Sorry, not on this day. I'll give you a call, Srima. Take care.
Shrima, deepest condolences.
Yes,
I knew that he was sick.
sympathies.
You asked some questions about his illness, but I didn't know he was.
Well, it was fairly sudden. I think he didn't die of the melanoma. I don't know what he died of. I think it was sepsis of some form, but it was quite sudden and it sort of left me in a lot of shock, really. I was sort of numb for quite some time. That's why I didn't sort of get on. But at least the numbness is wearing off at the moment. And I'm hoping I can move because this place has a lot of memories. And
yeah. Very
Our deepest condolences, Shrima.
Thank you very much, Caroline.
Remember,
Srima, this is Saro. My condolences too.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we had communicated on email a couple of times, and
we have.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you after that. Really, really.
Well, I didn't talk to anyone, I'm afraid, because I was, I think, too numb to talk to anyone even. I think Glory sort of spotted it and sort of rang me. So I think Glory was aware that I'm moving as well. So apart from that,
I know it must be hard. How many years were you married, Shrima?
40.
40 years.
40 years is a long time, Karunian.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I remember meeting you and your husband. You came for that meeting that we had at Heritage in Aungalla.
Some time ago. I think it's a long time ago, really.
Yeah, we are going back a long time. We had an elephant with a stethoscope. You remember that?
Yeah, at that time I could walk, but now you see I've got this spinal problem and I'm sort of walking around with 2 sticks or a Zimmer frame, so it's quite difficult to move around.
Yeah, very sorry to hear that. I suppose we are all in our 18. I think Maruf also hit 80 today, didn't you? Today or one of these?
Today.
Today, was it? You hit 80 today, right? Did you hit 80 or 79?
Yes,
you were
80,
the youngest
80,
in our
80,
batch.
80.
80.
Youngest, yeah.
I think,
I think the youngest is
Srima.
Glory.
Sorry, hello?
Srima, Nilani here.
Hello, Nilani.
My deepest sympathy, Srima. I've known
Thank
you.
you.
I'm so grieved,
Srima,
sad to
Anita
hear
here.
this.
Well, you know,
Srima,
I think for
Anita
a
here. Deepest
long
sympathy.
time I felt so numb, I couldn't even do anything. That's why, I think it was only Glory sort of rang me and wanted to know all about it. So she keeps in touch with me. So I think she's the only one who knew really. But I would like to get away from here because this has too many memories and this house is far, far too big at the moment. It'd be good to be on one level. And this place that I'm going to, there's someone there 24 hours of the day. So
Srima, you remember we had a little mini batch get together at your place, yeah? Dulcie playing the
That's a
piano.
long time ago, yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Has
I
a
have
lot
a
of
photograph
memories
of that
out.
crowd.
Too many memories, really. 40 years of memories.
Yeah, Milroy, here, Sirima. My sympathy is so sad to hear. So
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm glad that you are downsizing. It will be easier for you, and otherwise so many some good memories comes from the house. So you take care of your health. Not easy to readjust your life, but life has to go on.
I think I didn't realize how difficult it is to readjust to life.
Yeah.
But I think if I move from here, it would be better, really, because this place has too many memories, really. So.
Yes,
yeah. Take care. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Milroy.
Take care. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Is Mohan ready for the talk?
Maruf, where are you?
Padmalingam, welcome,
You're on
Padmalingam.
the phone.
Hi, Srimath. This is Padmalingam. I know you and your husband very well, but if I remember, we have met a long time back. I know it's hard. Life togetherness is very hard to think about.
I didn't realize how hard
wish
it
you
was.
all the very best in your move for a different house. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very
Hello.
much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you on this telephone.
Yes.
But it says something about the host is not allowing you to. Now it says the host would like you to unmute.
Yes.
Okay, I put unmute. Yeah.
Mohan, you are, yeah.
I think that it says the host is not allowing participants to unmute themselves. I put okay.
Yeah, we unmute.
Host is not, no, I have done that. Wait a minute.
You are the one who is stopping this.
No, I didn't.
Then what is it saying? The host is not allowing participants to unmute.
They are all talking. I can hear them.
Yeah, you also can hear.
So, wait a minute. All participants.
The host is not allowing participants to unmute themselves.
Who can start sharing when someone else? All participants. Okay. I have got it done.
So is it working now then?
You try again. I'm asking you to unmute.
The host would like you to unmute. So I click on unmute, right?
Yeah, okay.
And then it goes to courses.
To you, happy birthday.
I'll tell you, I'll restart my thing again. Is that all right? Wait a minute. Let me find out why I can't do that.
Coming on both the landline and the mobile.
Landline is also connected.
Landline is also connected and mobile is also connected.
Oh.
Unmuted.
Wanda, we can only see half your face. The lower half is not seen.
Yeah, because I'm far away now in New Zealand.
Ah, that's the reason, is it? Oh, that's a very good joke.
That's a good reply,
He's
Wanda.
right
That's a
in
very
the
good
under.
reply.
He's right under. He's in the bottom of the world.
Is it because you're down under?
Down under, yeah.
And down under and very dark as well. Very dark as well.
That I can change, but you don't want to see my face properly.
No, why not? Why not? Why not?
No, it's midnight now, or past midnight, so only the light is on, computer light. That's
They conserve energy. They're a sensible country.
Is Shrima still online? I just want to give my condolences as well.
Thank
I
you very much.
can't see her at all.
I don't know why, but to not see me, I think.
Can't see Narada either. Can't see Mohan, can't see Chularatna.
Maybe they haven't clicked the video thing, Gami.
Right.
Yeah, Sam, you said that your COVID situation is becoming worse in
Yes,
England?
it is. In the last, you see, after the summer vacation,
Yeah.
school started end of first week of September, and the numbers in schools, the children picked up the virus from their friends, and they gave it to their parents. So the biggest increase has been among the school children and their parents, whereas the elderly have been fairly careful. Still, even here, people, when they go to the elderly people, when they go to enclosed spaces, they tend to wear masks even here to a fair extent. So in the over 65, it has not gone up that much. So I sort of get the information from the registrar who lives not very far from us, and he gives me in our hospital that he said the numbers have been increasing by about 10% per week in the last 3 weeks since the schools reopened.
Yeah, just last week we saw your new king mixing with the crowd, no masks, nothing at all. So maybe
99% of the people don't wear masks here.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the case in other Western countries and USA, but the fair number of elderly people, when they go into supermarkets, they tend to wear the mask. But out in the open, they don't. But again, we are going into October, and I suppose winter around the corner. Very likely there'll be a fair increase.
So is it
even
Wuhan?
out here locally in California, in Los Angeles? I don't know about the numbers statistically, but in our local hospital, the admission rates have gone up. There are more COVID patients.
Yeah.
So it's coming up again.
Yeah, it's bound to happen this winter.
Is it the new strain?
Yeah, it's a mainly BA 5.5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi Vijay, good morning.
Finally,
good morning. We were waiting for you.
Didn't work. That's okay now.
What's that?
No, I couldn't get connected.
I know Maruf is playing football in a soccer stadium, and I think, yeah. But thank you for joining. It's early morning. I think Milroy, Vijay and I, we are getting up early morning to join this meeting. I had to set my alarm for 4:30.
Yeah. It's nice to see the enthusiasm, Carmen, and all of you in California.
Either the sleeplessness or enthusiasm, which I don't know. But we are doing all right. Yeah. I met Nicetas Fernando and had a wonderful evening with the guy. He sang and he's still talking a lot on wines and so on. And I tried to persuade him to come for the meeting. He said he would, but he says he has difficulty with technology. And I called the guy yesterday, but couldn't get through to him. He has 3 dogs, and one of his dogs is very sick.
Oh, I see.
So he's very talked about. He's got a nasopharyngeal sarcoma.
Right. In fact, I met Nicey a few years ago at Mary's, I think in Colombo. That would have been about 5-6 years ago. And I don't know how he managed to get away, because he said it's difficult to get away. He couldn't leave his dogs behind.
Yeah. He's very involved with his dogs.
Sam, where are you?
I'm at the moment in the UK, hoping to go to Sri Lanka sometime in October and stay on there till about April. That's been my pattern for the past few years.
How is the man? Nalin? I haven't seen him.
Nalin is fine. In fact, I spoke to him a little while ago, because he's coming to England on the 6th of October. And I asked him if he can to take his vaccine before coming, because the numbers in UK are rising, and also having to take a long flight. And so I just advised him to
guys,
take the
sorry
vaccine
about
before
this.
leaving.
I'm trying to get Mohan to join. He has a little problem. So give me about 5 minutes. I'll try to sort out. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
If Mohan doesn't get his video sorted, we'll get him to sing, because his phone is working. I know, while we are waiting, we are running out of ideas for programs. I really appreciate some people giving ideas on what type of programs. We can do a recycle and get the old medical stuff done. I think that was interesting, but we have to get something contemporary going. So any
I
help?
think his computer has crashed, so I'm trying to restart the computer. Okay, 1 minute, yeah.
I thought Milroy was going to be wanted to talk about something. Milroy?
Yes, I think not next time, maybe after that. Yes, I will.
Milroy used to give a talk on health preservation, the preventive health. But for a wonderful talk he used to give. Is that what you're going to talk on, Milroy?
Yeah, let me see which topic is the best one. One of the chronic diseases.
Okay.
Either, we have arthritis, then we have maybe dementia. I'll see which one is the better one for me.
Okay.
Or do both, one and one after the other.
How are you doing, Vijay? You are still working?
No, I kind of, I sold my practice.
Oh, okay.
The hospital, so I'm just working few hours for them to keep time going.
Okay. Hospital bought your practice, huh?
Yeah.
They expanding.
These guys, they are, the advantage, I know everybody. So I'm not walking to somebody else's place and say, I don't like, no. So in that way, it's better. Like anything else, there are advantage, disadvantage. You got to choose what you want to. What about you?
I also work a little half-time. Keep my fingers occupied. Otherwise, I see a few patients, mainly endocrine, almost endocrine. And guys who say, I want to see you, kind of thing. Yeah. So work a little. How many others are working? Saro, you have given up totally, right?
I'm working a lot. I work in the house all day.
That's good.
That's what I also do. Yes.
Okay. No, but Saro, you can do telemedicine now. You get a microscope and you can interpret.
Yeah, way behind with all that.
Yeah. I want to go into telemedicine because you can do it from anywhere. And there's a lot of need for that.
Yeah,
So
most of
Padma,
the
I know
people
the
who
rest
are
have
retired
retired.
from regular jobs are doing that telemed stuff now. Yeah, from
Beg your
home.
pardon?
Most of the people who have retired are now doing the telemed from home, actually.
Yeah.
Saro, how is Nihal?
He's okay. He's doing his thing happily, I think.
What about travel bug? Hasn't bit
I'm
him?
sorry?
The travel bug hasn't bit him? Traveling.
Oh, travel. We are traveling a little more than, during COVID times, but no more mountain climbing, of course. That stopped a long time ago.
I know we've all cut down our travels considerably. COVID. So we will plan that, there is an orthopedic surgeon who's going to talk on the spine one, and then Milroy is going to give a talk. We should also get some maybe talks on subjects beyond medicine. I'll have to give something. Sam, can you give some talk on pain, or you do that, right?
Well, I have been, but now I'm a little out of it. I'm not I can just give a general talk, nothing, because I have not been practicing for some time. So I retired in 2005, but since then I've been seeing patients in Colombo, in Navaloka, and Central Hospital. That also I have virtually stopped. I just get the odd call from the old patients and respond to that. Beyond that, of course, I don't do very much really. Because this kind of thing, pain, you got to really be keeping in touch with what is happening, the latest techniques and things like that.
Hello, guys. I have something completely off the radar here. Would anyone be interested in a talk on the small arms deals of America with whatever, control of small arms deals?
Sure.
Weapons, not the gun control in America.
But it all pertains to gun merchandising and profits.
The control of the sales of small arms and the control of sales of small arms.
Yeah, sure. It broadens our understanding of
useful,
our understanding of the world.
Yeah, I know.
Why not?
It's completely off our usual radar thing.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Oh,
But
that's
who
okay.
does that? Who is the expert on that?
My son-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
I think, Saro, I will be happy to hear that, because in UK, stabbing, I know it's not the deal, but among has risen, I don't know, 10-fold or 20-fold. Every day you hear teenagers in school stabbing and deaths. So I know it's not exactly related to your topic, but I think I'll be interested to hear what internationally or globally something is being done about it, or not only pertaining to
this is the control.
USA.
It's control of small arms thing. So it's just completely off. He was here. I said, we are looking for various things. Would you be? Yeah, sure. I said, I'll talk to them, see. Well, I'll chat with him and see.
Sure, that'll be interesting. I think we should go out of our medical subjects. We don't have to be confined to that. Now, we didn't have some of those like Benita and Vikramachandran's stories and today and all that. So it's wonderful. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
expand our.
I'll speak. At the moment, I know he was in Geneva a couple of weeks ago, so maybe I'll just their headquarters is in Geneva somewhere. So, but
It's
anyway.
a government agency or a private agency?
He's, I think, like it's called more like an NGO probably, but the headquarters is based in Geneva, Switzerland. So
there's a whole world, the whole big world outside we know little about except reading at New York Times or Washington Post. So it'll be nice to have someone who's in the field talk about it.
yeah, it won't be gun control in America, but I don't think that's the focus of their thing. It's more the control of small arms sales type of thing.
Yes.
So yeah, all right. I'll see if
wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
So let me know, Saro. We can
Sure,
sort it
sure.
out. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll go to Shavinda again. You know, our spines are 1 year older. I'll call him. You know, Jayasri.
Yes.
You know, Kumu Fernando.
Right.
Was telling that she had a friend of hers in Connecticut who did work on the renal failure in the north central province in Sri Lanka. Do you know who that is? And you know, she was going to ask him.
No, I can't recollect right away, but North Central.
No, but you know Kumu? Where are you, Jazri? You're not in Connecticut, are you in?
No, I'm 200 miles south of Saro and Nihal.
Oh, you are in Chicago, in the Midwest, yeah. So
Illinois.
I'll call Kumu and find out, yeah.
But I'm in touch with Kumu.
Can you find out? Can you follow that and see?
Lakshman was my body partner.
Yeah.
And Kumu and I were very good friends. And so I don't know this person. No.
No, someone in Connecticut who apparently. So Maruf, you think will solve the problem or not solve the problem? Sorry about the technical thing.
I had a non-medical question from Sam. Sam, I'm sorry I don't know you well enough to call you Dr. De Souza.
Yeah, hi.
Sam, is there a talk in Sri Lanka that we will have a general election, not a presidential election, in 6 months?
Well, the talk is there, but I don't think there'll be an election for another 2 years.
Are you talking about the presidential or a general?
Presidential.
Presidential, yes.
Usually the presidential
only solution we have, Karunian.
Okay.
The current president.
Yeah, so Sam is talking 1 minute now.
Yeah, okay.
The current president intends to go on for 2 years.
Right, absolutely. I agree.
And usually the presidential election
Mohan, then you talk on the phone and I have put on the speaker.
Okay, so shall I start then now?
Wait, I think Sam is talking.
No, I
try to join the Zoom. You can hear at least the Zoom meeting. What they are talking, you can hear.
So Maruf, tell me what's happening.
He has a problem with his Zoom, but he can talk. Mohan, say hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mohan.
Can you hear that?
All of you
we can hear.
So Mohan, you know, tell me, would you prefer to do it with your computer working on another day, or would you like
get
to
the
just
computer connected like before, and then at least you could hear, and you can talk through my phone.
No. My question to Mohan.
Do it another day, I think.
Karunian, can you hear me?
So shall I say?
Karunian, talk now.
Mohan.
Yeah.
Yeah. My question to you is, shall we do it another day? We socialize a little bit today. Shall we do it another day?
If you write that, that is fine by me. But if you want me to talk, I can talk without the.
Yeah, we can do that.
Might be a problem. No, some people might not hear and this and that. So let's talk about what is Sri Lanka today and do it the next time.
Okay, yeah, okay. We there are lots of what about the others? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's better to postpone. Yeah, better to have it another day. When I thought, Mohan, you were going to show some slides as well.
No. I'll get Mohan to come to me. That's the best thing with his computer, and I'll sort it out. Yeah, because I am in the stadium, so he can come here.
Not today.
Not today. No. I mean, if he can come, how long, Mohan? How long will you take to come here?
1 minute.
No, how long? I mean the road can be
30 minutes.
Anyway.
What about next Saturday?
Next Saturday to come to Tottenham?
No. Next Saturday I won't be in Tottenham.
We don't live there.
No. We'll put it off. We'll do the next meeting or the following meeting or something.
I'm sorry about it, but that might be the best solution to postpone to another day and get this
you can remain on this phone until the phone dies. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. No, I think we'll call off the meeting. These things happen.
Maruf, have you moved? Maruf?
Yes.
He's always. Are you still in the usual place?
Maruf has no usual place. He's in England now, and in a football
I'm
stadium.
talking of the his home in Tooting, SW17. Are you still there or have you moved?
No, I have not moved. I am still in Tooting.
All right, same house.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Kodikara was here and he left.
Oh, what a shame, because I was there 10 days ago.
All right, 10 days ago I was not there. I came on.
Willow, are you back?
Yeah, I'm there. Shall we sing before we close? Happy birthday to Maru.
Oh my God.
Okay.
my daughter, when I went into the tube, we came by tube. So she got into the tube and I went into the tube. She started singing happy birthday. The whole tube started singing.
Okay, let's sing then. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maru. Happy birthday to you. Maru, God bless and good health.
Thank you very much. Right, I think I'll sort out Mohan's problem on his computer, because I think he has not put in his password for the Zoom. So Zoom, sometimes he is coming through the Zoom, but Zoom is not.
Can we get him back?
Anyway, so Maruf.
Yeah.
Maybe we can, for 10 minutes, tell me what is this lifestyle health is.
This is an organization that has been going on since 2016, about 6 years now. And it is about life care. I can summarize the whole thing, but actually what they are doing now is they are having a meeting of various experiences of people trying to develop lifestyle health, because they want to get rid of health inequalities. They also want to join up and collaborate with the global people. So they have got Nigeria, they have got me for MENA, and there's Vikramachandran coming. And it is actually about taking care of life and how to deal with them, educate them, empowering them with knowledge, and people know what to do, when to come. And all the problems in the NHS, they are called GPs. So they are controlled by the NHS system. They are overcoming the system by being directly dealing with the patients individually, without falling into the NHS system. Somehow I think they have organized it in a big way. There is an American organization called International Life Care Medicine Association also. So they have joined them. So at this moment, it is about life care, and they are trying to motivate people to be healthy, and they got 6. They are giving diploma for everybody who want to become a life care doctor, lifestyle medicine graduate. In addition, it is like MRCGP. It is another thing which is producing money. Of course, it's a corporate organization.
But what is the goal of it? It is a profit-making organization or a health promoting organization?
It's a promoting organization. It's a charity. They are not getting extra money. But I think they will have to contribute to the main organization in America. Some sort of subscription. So they have a membership system, so they collect money. They are collecting money by membership. And there are organizations now doing the same thing. Individually, they are making members, and because they are members, they are straight away seen. They are doing backbiting on the NHS system.
Maruf, in New Zealand, we've got start in that area, but it's mainly non-medical. A lot of non-medical practitioners. But what you're saying is for doctors, is it?
This is for GPs. But volunteers, there are lifestyle medicine coordinators. So this is what they are doing. It's quite an interesting. The concept is just life care.
Yes, what I heard is now in the medical colleges it has become a part of a discipline, one subject.
This is a specialty now. Lifestyle medicine is a specialty which should have been the original. GP should have been life care doctor, basic doctor.
Maruf, is it more like in the line of preventive, more taking towards the preventive aspect of medical?
Preventive patients dealing with chronic problems, but they are more concentrating on chronic problems, dealing with chronic problems like diabetes. They are individually looking after these people, and they say they will teach our next generation also to grow up healthy.
So it's more preventive aspect rather than curing.
Yeah.
Concentrating more on the preventive aspect, definitely.
It's a recognition that our lifestyle contributes to aging and pathology.
They are talking about aging
and trying to change it. I believe that's from the name. That's what I get, and that's very true. I mean, look at our longevity. We are all in our 80s, and part of the reason, at least I think, is better control of hypertension, better control of lipids, better control of metabolic processes. I think that's my speculation. But there is some reason why people in the 80s and 90s have increased. But I think being aware of and controlling the various little pathologies that impacts on people normally in aging, diabetes, hypertension, and so on, I think it helps. And I suppose that's what it is.
Attendee at the meeting.
Yes.
Yes.
Long time.
I want to just say we all are in the 80s. Happy birthday, Maruf. What I am suggesting is get another 3 to 5 minutes to talk about the lack of values of life in humanity. My 12 words of wisdom as an 84-year-old man is 12 words of wisdom: honesty, respect, responsibility, trust, caring, and sharing. Besides that, another 6 F's: faith, the belief in the Lord Almighty; faith, family, friendly, fair, frank, but firm. The Lord has given us a conscience. The conscience given by the Lord is the same for every human being. 7.6 to 7.8 billion people. And if we can get into humanity to get to have some values of life, there won't be a war. There won't be any hate. So I think, Karunyan, you being the son of a famous Reverend J.T.R. Lawrence, let's talk a little about it before we finish. The values of life.
Arunyan, I sent you an email regarding the how the
Green Memorial Hospital
was set up. Did you get that?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I know a lot about it.
Yeah, I
That's
just thought
amazing.
I saw it read somewhere and I sent it to you because
that's what you have a
Jaffna
YouTube.
College and
yeah. This is about the early American missionaries who came to Jaffna.
Right.
They created the first medical school, the first medical students, and actually Bobby Amarasingham's ancestors were among the first 6 students. And amazing doctor from Connecticut by the name of Samuel Green, who came and who wanted, that's the first introduction of Western medicine in Sri Lanka and perhaps in the South Asian context. And also the first women's school for women, girls, was founded in 1823 by the American missions, Woodville Girls School. It is still existing. So it's got a huge, rich story, and it influenced Jaffna and his ideas. The concepts of the American concepts of independence and liberty and all were introduced into Jaffna and transformed Jaffna. Not only that, but it's a very from the medical angle, it's very interesting. A lot of literature there, a lot of interesting things have been written. I have read those and I have copies of some of those. If you want, I can talk a little bit on that at some point if you're interested.
yeah,
That
it's
was
very
the,
useful about
Very useful.
education and medical education. It's useful for everybody.
that was Bobby's great-grandfather or grandfather was one of the first 6 students. The other students was Milroy Paul's ancestors. You know, Professor Milroy Paul.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and then Mills, the obstetrician Mills, his ancestors. Another one of the original medical students. And these were the first students in Sri Lanka to be exposed to the Western medical system. Sri Lankan, the Colombo Medical School came in 1870. This was somewhere in the 1850s. And it continued then as a hospital. It still is there as a hospital, struggling a little bit as a private hospital, but it is still.
Is that Manipai one?
Manipai Green Memorial Hospital. Yes. I was born in a sister hospital called Unuville, which is next to the Manipai by the same church organization. And that's where I was born. Many of us in Jaffna were born in the Unuville Hospital, which was a maternity hospital at that time. So it was quite a functioning private hospital. I can tell you, that's an interesting subject. That's
a good subject. Yeah, you can tell us the history. Give a talk on that sometime if you could.
Sure.
Because I knew nothing about it until I saw this article. That's why I forwarded it to you.
I don't know. I have. There's one guy. He's written extensively books. There are lots of literature on that. A lot of books on. In fact, if you want, we can get. There are. In fact, they are having a thing in the Jaffna Hospital, in the main hospital, a memorial to Samuel Green. They recognize him as the first Western medical doctor there. And I may be able to get some people to give a talk there about the impact of that particular thing. And the story of the missionaries, why they did it, they all came from Boston. The American missionaries came from Boston. And some came to Jaffna. And then others went to South India. And have you heard of Vellore Medical School?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Vellore Medical School was also founded by them. Samuel Green's, it was another guy, I forget his name. His daughter was a nurse, came to the United States, trained as a nurse, and wanted to start a hospital for women. Partly because of the care that was denied to them. And out of that grew Christian Medical College in Vellore. So it's an interesting story there, and it's a thriving institution, leading institution in India, which has trained a lot of folks. Now that can be a good talk one day.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
Yeah, I'll certainly give you. Yeah.
And Karunian, was that for the medical school? Was it for women as well?
The initial medical school was only men. I don't think women were taken. But the secondary school, they started two schools. One is Watakota Seminary. That became Jaffna College, the current Jaffna College. And the other one was Woodville Girls College. That Woodville Girls College was for only for girls, and was the first institution, the secondary school institution. It is reputed in the whole of South Asia. It was founded in 1822. In 23, Jaffna College was founded in 1822, and they started educating there. Now, the two schools survived, and there is some guy in Pennsylvania who left his inheritance for education in these two schools specifically around 1854, and what he left was some stocks of Rockefeller's Petroleum Corporation, which later became ExxonMobil. So it was handled by the bankers. So there's a huge trust fund that has grown from the stocks left in 1884, 1854, 1860, which supports these two schools. So these two schools have been private. They don't get money from the government. So they've kept some independent curriculum and focus and so on, because it's not a government school. So when the schools were taken over in 1960, these two schools opted to be private.
Are they still private?
They still are private. Still are private.
Aranian, what you failed to say, Dr. Green studied Tamil and wrote those medical books
Yes,
in Tamil.
absolutely. Yeah, you know, Dr. Green decided that if he wants to educate, that he has to teach in Tamil. Part of the reason was, even at that stage, there was a need for doctors in the other areas, and he thought if he taught it in English, these guys will go off. So he translated major textbooks into Tamil. He learned Tamil, and I think Grace, he was a graduate of Columbia University in New York, and he translated Gray's Anatomy and all these textbooks. It is written in Tamil, and it is preserved. Actually, you can have access to it if you are interested. There is a website called noolaham.org, which preserves the material from Jaffna, because the Jaffna library was burnt and there was a lot of old stuff which was destroyed. Few people decided to put all these, digitize it and put everything in the digital area. So if you go to noolaham.org, you have Dr. Green's original Tamil books in medicine. I think one was Gray's Anatomy and other places. So it's interesting.
Karunian, what is that? What is that
Hey, Mummy.
Noolaham, N-O-O.
Have to come on.
N-O-O.
L-A-H-A-M, Noolaham. Noolaham is library. Noolaham.org.
Sorry, we're just about to go out.
Ah, okay.
Noolaham.org. You can, I mean, it is in Tamil and in English.
With my
in English thing, you can get all these historical stuff.
You can say hello to them.
We're making it go on for 2 hours, so it's all right.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Padmalingam, yes.
Yeah. Actually, if you don't mind, spend another minute or two about our school, St. John's, as well as J.T. Arulanandam, and also there was a Niles at Jaffna Central. These were the very prominent people of our time who were leaders about instruction, about studies. Can you tell a little about St. John's, the history?
St. John's was founded in 1823. So actually next year we are going to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the school.
Inshallah.
And it came from a different mission,
Very
Church
good.
Missionary Society in London. And Jaffna Central was in 1816 or something, or 18. I don't know exact date, but these were all number of different institutions which missionaries started, which thrived and set the standard. And then in Jaffna, there was another educational organization that came up called the Hindu Board, led by very intellectual academic guy who really brought about renaissance of Hinduism and Saivism. So the Hindu board started his own schools and cooperated with the Christian schools. And then Hindu board started, the Christian school brought the British style of education to Jaffna. And then also to the south. I mean, they are the people who started Richmond College and many of the old schools there. And they set the template for the schooling system. And so in Jaffna, the Hindu board started creating schools in every village. So by the time when I was growing up, there was a school in every village. This was before the government committed itself to educating everyone.
Yeah,
And then of course,
College is a seat now of the
Jaffna University.
of Jaffna. University of Jaffna. Vikramachandran, say something about Hartley College.
They are not American, they are all Methodist missions.
Methodist, but also the same missionaries. The Methodists, the Anglicans, the American missions, mainly those three missions started many, and of course the Catholics, St. Patrick's and other things were there. And Hartley College was again, it's a wonderful institution. It's focused on education and so on. And so it's a very unique history. Jaffna had an extremely unique history. South also had it in parts of it. In Moratuwa, in Colombo, I think similar stories can be told about Badagama. The initial CMS missionaries went to Badagama, Manar, Jaffna, but somehow in Manar it didn't. They closed up.
That's a Catholic school.
No, not Catholics.
Manar Days, which is a Catholic.
I'm talking the CMS, the initial CMS.
No, in Manar, St. Saviour's is the school.
Yes, it is a Catholic school. I studied there for a short period.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, it's not the Protestant CMS. Catholics independently. See, the Catholics came earlier with the Portuguese coming. Yeah, so they had a longer lease in the country, and so they started schools too. I mean, independently. Yeah.
Those are the guys who
There's a whole
all
history of education all over the country, with similarities and so on, which goes on, of which we were all beneficiaries. Yeah.
Is Union College part of the American mission?
No. Union College is part of the American mission, CSI. See, so in Jaffna there was the Church of South India. So the American missions later became the Church of South India, and then you had the Anglican Church, you had the Methodist Church. They were the main, and the Catholics, of course, in educating in many ways.
There was an Australian, the principal of Jaffna Central, Reverend Smith. Reverend Smith.
Yeah, he was a principal of Jaffna Central.
Before Niles.
You were there.
Before Niles, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I went and met him in Melbourne after I came to Australia.
While so that you can come on video.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a story. But Sam, thank you for sending it, and I think you can send it to the Slimo. You can see that.
Yeah, could you
send a
YouTube?
You send a YouTube stuff. You send a YouTube. So they said that has been an interest of.
Yeah, because I sent it to you because I didn't have all the addresses so that you could forward it to the others as well.
No, I will. I think if I send it to Maruf, he's got all that.
Yeah,
it's a YouTube on Samuel Green. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah.
I can get a PDF with all the links so that you can get the YouTube coming on. So I can say, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, come on to the desktop video.
Yeah.
Desktop computer. And that seems to be working.
But Mohan, we are into 90 minutes into this. I don't know whether people can. Well, hang on. We'll do another one nicely.
Yeah, do it, but some other time. We are getting a little tired now.
Yeah.
If you all
Yeah,
don't,
in our
we
80s
can
now.
add it next week.
Hey, Sam, when you
Yeah.
go to Sri Lanka, can you get some of those people also? I'm surprised that some of our folks are still not getting into technologically advanced technology. This is simple stuff.
Most of them are worrying about the technology.
Abe is our resident guy. He can contact all these guys. Ranjit, who else is around? Guys there.
Are giving reasons.
Hi.
So, yeah, we will see what we can do. Yes. This, in fact, it's if somebody can give a talk on this lifestyle situation, because the way things are, Karunian, there is going to be a shortage of skilled labor in the world because there are more deaths than births. They're going to be, what they feel is that in the years to come, we will be all right. But the next generation and the generation after that, there won't be enough young people to look after the old people when they get old. So it is so vital that young people, old people, look after themselves and, try and stay as healthy as possible. At least you can look after each other, because that's the situation that the world is going to face in the future. Because the first time India had more deaths than births about a month ago. So all over now, most of the Western countries, the birth rates are falling because people obviously, now it is necessary for both husband and wife to go to work to maintain a family. So they tend to have their children late. And so they say that each woman must produce 2.1 children to maintain the birth rate. At the moment in the Western world, it's about 1.6, 1.7. And Japan, it's even lower. So there's going to be a situation, we won't be around, but for the
policy and they reversed it.
That's going to be an issue.
The reason for that number of children being less is because the current generation in the path of education. So to become a professional, you'll have to study, and because of that, various factors come in that restrict. India has the largest number of youngest people in the world, and it is supposed to take over as one of the leading countries in a couple of years. Its CPD is about 8%. No other country has that yet. India is on the march.
I agree. I agree.
Country doesn't take over. India is in a very bad spiral.
There are going to be less people there are going to be less young people who will be of working age to support the elderly population in the future.
You can't procreate unless there is time, because when you are studying, you don't procreate.
No, I agree with all that. It's just that
that's the reason why the number is small.
But the point is, for whatever reason, the number is falling. And so what Sam is saying is that behooves us. I know that is the reason, but the point is it is happening. And from our point of view, what he says is we need to keep ourselves active and healthy and going, because we won't have our children to look after. And it has to be a culture that we have to bring in. And we can set it up. And, that's part of the reason why we are meeting once a month and talk about it, talking our experience. And I agree. A number of things.
The population, what is going to be this Thanksgiving in the world? It's going to be 8 billion people. I didn't know this. 8 billion on Thanksgiving time. 8 billion, and India has overtaken China in the number of people. And quite contrary to what you're discussing, the world population statistics are, after this increase to 2050, the world's population is going to decrease. So in Sri Lanka, after about 20 years, the population is going to decrease. Now, I'm not a statistician. I'm not a detailed knowledge of this stuff, but it's very interesting, because what's happened is the population of Muslims in Indonesia has been overtaken by the number of Muslims in Pakistan. So Pakistan is going to be the most populated country for that. This population group has the highest number of people being born into the earth. And whether we like it or not, 8 billion is a lot of people. I was thinking 7.3 or 4 billion. And I read this article in detail. It says 8 billion people. Yeah, what's that? No, the problem, I think what you're saying is absolutely true. But our children don't have, they look after us, but we will have less people. Part of the GDP, your service sector, is who is going to provide young people to do us? Who's going to push our wheelchairs and do this and move us from a bed to a bathroom, you know, all this stuff? There'll be nobody. I don't know how the hell it's going.
That's why the lifestyle medicine is coming, because lifestyle medicine is for you to live to your potential 154 years.
You're talking from the Bible, but I don't think that's going to happen for some time.
And how do you feel? Any one of you, all of you feel your age? No, you don't. You're much younger than what you are.
Mentally we are very alert.
No, it's not mentally.
Physically, we are not.
No, there is a system here. You give your molecule, they will do the molecular test and tell you how old you are in your system.
I got a friend of mine who's, I will not say the name.
Your functions are functioning at the age of 50, you can go on.
I got a friend of mine in Florida. One
See,
of my class.
tail off your life,
the
number of cells.
Yeah, Maru, Rajasri has a problem. Yeah, go ahead.
This person trains every day. He trains 1.5 hours. And he was a very physically fit. He got like my father, his father died very young, 40s. Now he has, I've got little problems, all this. But this guy is so healthy, and he's very careful with his food, diet. But do you know that he's got everything that's wrong? Everything that's wrong. I mean, he's got all kinds of problems, not heart problems, but he's got, the last thing I heard is he has a rupture of the vitreous on the left eye, and he can't see. Okay, and then he has all kinds of problems with all other things.
You were never taught how to maintain your health of your eye.
Whatever you do physically,
Don't interrupt. Let it
we
carry
are
on.
all going to age, and we are all going to die. that is whether we like it or not. You can stand on your head and pray 24 hours a day. It doesn't matter. As my school Karin said, that's it. So it is not. And also, I want to digress a little bit. Karunian, have you read a book called The Professor and the Madman?
No.
Have you read that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic to hear.
What is the subject?
Oh my gosh, Karunian, you got to read this. This is by a guy called Mr. Winchester from England. Very well written. The story is about the children of the earliest Christian missionaries in Jaffna. And I wrote to him and I told him some of the things you say about Jaffna are wrong, because I used to work in Jaffna doing family planning. And I know Jaffna very well before I came to the US. So I told him some of these things are wrong, and he was very good. He said, that's correct. Wonderful book. You know what the book is all about? We can be very proud about Sri Lanka. Dr. Miner was a guy who grew up there, and he was responsible for about 1/4 of the OED, the Oxford English Dictionary. And you got to read this book. You will not put it down because it's so interesting. The Professor and the Madman by Winchester. Please read it.
Who's the author?
Winchester.
Can I know the name of the? Sorry, I didn't get Jesse. What's the name of the book?
The Professor and the Madman.
Professor and the Madman. Thank you very much.
Very true story.
And what has it got to do with Jaffna?
Growing up, this missionary children. Dr. Miner is a missionary child, and he grew up in Jaffna, and how he got the life there. Beautiful, very beautiful book about Jaffna, and how the children were, how Jaffna was. And then he came to Yale, he became a doctor, and all the problems. I don't want to tell the story because that will spoil it. But I think Saru has read it. And Saru, what did you think of the book, Saru?
Long time ago. My recollection is not
in the book club. Yeah, recent. Yeah.
What is the
Sorry,
professor's name?
Jayashree, I didn't get that. It is the professor of Madman and
Professor and the Madman.
Professor and Madman.
and
Madman.
maybe one day you can come and talk to us about that book that you read. Give us a
Oh my
comment.
God, that was, book club. Now the book club is defunct because everybody, it's a very good book club. But I
What
was
is the name of the professor?
Professor and Madman. Professor
No,
and Madman.
the title, the author's name?
Author Winchester.
Winchester.
Yeah, let me check.
Thank you
Make
for
sure.
that.
He is a very good writer. All his other books are very good too.
WhatsApp group, and then everybody can get it.
Okay.
I think one of the things that we can do to stimulate ourselves, we all read different books and look at different things, like what Sam did, stimulating this conversation by putting that video, sending the video to me. I think it'll be good if we share what we read with others, what we read and do things,
That would be wonderful. It's kind of like an occasional book club.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
I do 2 book clubs now here in Hinsdale. We have book clubs twice a month. It's really great.
It's good. Makes you read books.
Has Koda come? Charles Kodikarat. Koda.
Hi, Koda.
Koda is just into the audio. He got disconnected. Or he's gone.
No, I think let's be innovative in our thing. Ultimately, this is a social club. None of us are sitting for exams or anything, and I think we have to make it interesting. And I think go on into different areas. Saro talked about small arms. There are so many other interesting things that's happening. When Lawrence comes, he dwelled into some of the ideas, and that is ripping America apart. All kinds of things, and we have children who are doing wonderful things in different segments, and we can make it interesting.
By the way, The Professor and the Madman, The Professor and the Madman is a movie also based on the book The Surgeon of Crowthorne by Simon Winchester.
Winchester.
Thank you for that.
Simon
Thank you.
Amazing portion of Jaffna. I loved it because just how we grew up with the people in Jaffna.
What is the name? It's a movie.
The Professor and the Madman is a movie.
Same story.
With Mel Gibson and Sean Penn, and it's based on the book.
Yeah.
Which is
Taro, put it in the WhatsApp group, please, if you don't mind.
I can do that. It's based on the book The Surgeons of Crowthorne by Simon Winchester.
One of the books that there are lots of books and a lot of books. I don't know whether anyone read. There are 2 books I would suggest. You're talking of Sri Lanka. One is When Memory Dies by an author called Sivanandan. It's a beautiful book.
I have read that. I have the book.
And you have the book When Memory Dies? Yeah, it's a beautiful book.
Sivanandan is very good.
Sivanandan he died. Sivanandan he had a leftist leaning. He published in England a lot. I knew his sister. I knew in England, but it's a lovely, very beautifully written book about the trajectory of 3 generations of families, starting with the farmer in Jaffna to a school education, and then education in Benedict to the university. Then and a lot of the politics around independence is given there.
Can I talk to you after this?
That's a nice book. The other book in Sri Lanka is Passage North. Have you read Passage North?
Yeah. And also, I'm sorry, I got to go, but just a quick one. This year, the Booker Prize has one of the contenders is a Sri Lankan book. My memory is gone, but I think it's Sean Karunatilaka or someone. Look at the short list for this year. Booker Prize is one from a Sri Lankan as well. Do you know that? His name properly?
I saw that mentioned somewhere as a short list
it is.
for the Booker Prize.
Yeah. But as I said, I have my memory is not too good. Now Maharov will tell me off. But this is so I think there's a lot of Sri Lankan authors who have come up. And I think maybe one day we need to have, as Saru suggests, a short book club and look at our authors from Sri Lanka.
I have one suggestion for all of you. Think what you are not. Think young. You see, in 1 year, you can become 1 year younger. Why should you grow older? Because your processes are functioning optimally, can continue to function. Technically, you have 22 telomeres. Each of those telomeres can allow you any of your body cells, which are something like about 100 different types of cells, okay? And there are 70 organs and 11 systems in our body. If you can keep them all going at the pace, there are certain, some of them, like the function of reproduction, will stop in the ladies. The men, it can go on up to 90, 100 years, no problem. So it is the story of the sperm to worm.
Maharu, hang on, I want to add another dimension. I don't think will people want to live that long is a question that you ought to ask.
No. If you live in a good quality, you like to live. But the people ask me, what's my age? And I said, I am 50. So they believed it. But my daughter, she is 50, and I said she's 30. That's fine. But I didn't do it because
what is wrong with being 80 or 50 and saying you are 80? And you say you are not your age.
No.
What is happening is, what is your age concept is changing.
I didn't say that. I am imprinting myself something that I believe that can remain young because of activity, and that is beginning to show off. Because
agree.
Maruf, activity and diet and exercise are the two most
and no. One of the things that they mentioned just now is faith, belief. Believe in yourself. Your cell multiplying 22 times lives each time for 7 years. How much is that? 154.
Maruf, whatever happens, what you can do as humans, you can have a good diet, exercise, and time-restricted eating.
True.
And sleep.
And sleep is very important.
Yeah, Mohan has finally come. Hi, Mohan. Sorry we missed you.
I have been here. And I think I sorted out the other video. Anyway, we can't do it now, but
yeah, we'll do next meeting.
But I have been fiddling with it, and I think it is working now.
Yeah, that's okay. We will do it next week.
Okay.
Next meeting. Yeah.
All right.
But I think this chat like this is good because we got a lot of new ideas, book clubs and so on.
No, certainly. I could take you up there, carry you up into the meeting room, and they'll be wondering what the hell is this Maruf's gang sitting there talking. But it doesn't matter, because the point is, the end of life or death will come at any time. You see, but we are constructed. Your construction material, your car, take your car for example. It is built for a certain number of years. Now, if you use it well, it will remain. But if you bang it and within 1 year, it will go. That's exactly what it is to the human life.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm off, guys. We'll talk to you again.
Sam, keep us posted. And Sam,
can you hear me?
Sam,
Sam. Yeah.
Bye.
Sam, I appreciate all the little good words of wisdom that you keep sending. Right. I see you getting very wise.
To do that.
And make us also wise.
To do that and send it. You can forward it to the others.
Yeah. But also other things you said, Madan, they're very nice. Thank you.
Maruf.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, definitely.
I have managed to put this right.
I can see you.
I have put it right now.
Yeah, you did it right now.
But we'll do it next time.
I know. I'm not saying we are this thing, but I have been fiddling with it all this time, and I got it going.
Good.
Mohan, you have to make sure you have it all right the next time. before we start.
Actually, I had it all right before we started today, and we were actually talking a little bit, and suddenly it disappeared.
Oh.
It's
Saro,
here.
why don't you look up some interesting books you like and
Sure.
circulate it around?
Yeah, okay, will do. And we can have an occasional, at least, book club discussions or sort of something.
I'll prepare a summary of this meeting. Very interesting. And I told them, they asked some opinion from the people, and I got up and told them what life is like. And I told them, believing that you have 6 billion cells when you are 12 weeks old in your mother's womb, and at the time of completion of organogenesis, and at that time you have 6 billion cells. Now you have 50 trillion cells, each have 1.5 volts of electricity. That much of power that we have. And we don't understand this, but we begin to start declining in age a little prematurely. Sometimes even my father was asked to retire at 40. Imagine, he was given retirement, optional retirement at 40.
In Ceylon, it used to be 55, no?
So it has to.
Maruf, when you and I were born, the average life expectancy in Sri Lanka was 47.
Right.
Yeah, that's correct.
And by the time we went to medical school, it was about 65. Okay, we thought 65 was the longevity.
Hundreds.
Yeah, now it is changed. So life is changing. That's good. Yeah.
Arul, is there a danger? Is there a danger that reading too many books might affect your exercise tolerance and various things, and sitting down too long?
No,
not at all. Not
You
at
know,
all.
not at all. No, reading doesn't help. Doesn't just hurt. And now there's so much. I do a lot of reading I'm driving anywhere. I'm listening to books on tapes. I got so many books on tapes. Fantastic books on tape. You download it. You don't have to waste any time. So you can stimulate it all the time. New ideas come.
You get a Kindle and you can get everything on that, if you don't have a library close by.
And some of these authors are so beautiful.
Oh my God.
I know how many of you have read B.S. Naipaul?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I
his
love
House
his
for Mr. Biswas.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Naipaul constructs his sentences so beautifully. You can
humorous
listen to read.
too, yeah.
We'll give you the knighthood of reminder of books. Okay, put it on.
Saro, you read a lot. Have you read Arundhati Roy?
Yes, my
God,
goodness.
God
small things.
God of small things, yes. Yep.
Brilliant, I have.
It's on my
These are
shelf.
the older books. Yeah.
She's from Kerala. She's from Kerala. She's one of my most favorite authors.
And Sri Lankan for some time, but that's all right.
Interestingly, all the meals in this meeting was all vegetarian, pulses, chana dal, kadale, and vegetables, and there was a piece of salmon also here. So we have been eating healthy food at this meeting.
I can relate to that.
You know a book that influenced me a lot. If ever you want to read a good scientific book that is so fundamental to our world, it's a book called The Nature of Prejudice. Okay, it was published in 1958, and it is a very objective scientific study of the phenomenon of prejudice. Okay, both the positive and the negative. It investigates all aspects of it. It's by a fellow called Gordon Allport. Okay, it gives insight into your own stuff and so on. It's really it's a classic. I don't know whether you can get the books recently. I mean, I read this about 20 years ago, and then I reread it. It made such an impact on me because it deals with the human collectivity and the collective differences and so on and so forth, and it gives you an insight into lots of the problems we have in the world. It's called The Nature of Prejudice, and Gordon Allport, Allport.
One of the things,
if you can get it, Amazon may have it. You can get it. It's a big book, but very easy reading. It essentially looks into the problem of prejudice and defining it. And he is talking about the prejudice against the blacks and the Jews in United States in the 50s.
I haven't read that one yet.
Yeah, among the blacks in this area, Tottenham, mostly blacks. The GP was coming and talking about the injustice they had in terms of healthcare. Now, one of the things that came up yesterday was, unknowingly, we are harboring in our gut 100 trillion microbes. 100 trillion microbes. And you have no control of them. They are actually supporting our life to be better. And so the immune stimulation that is caused. Now, yesterday there was a talk on microbiome. That guy was talking about it. Now, cancer treatment will all go away. Cancer is your own cell rebelling against you and trying to be greedy and trying to grow in a different way, stimulated by other organisms, right? Or other metals and things like that. So that can be prevented, because if you know the essential principles, you will begin to live longer and longer. It's a possibility, but that will come on. That's why there was one talk this morning about the next generation. How should we empower them to live healthy? So that's the main thing about this whole conference. I will summarize most of the slides. They are beautiful slides. Okay. I made them. I'll sometime in the future, after Mohanlal's presentation on cricket.
This microbe. Is there anyone who can educate us more on the microbe, the concept of
microbiome? Is a very interesting thing.
I know, but is someone do you know anyone who has studied that, or is it said to be a major? Is the largest organ in your body?
Yes,
and it functions as an organ. Anyway.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other ideas?
Karunyan, I want to make a statement. Karunyan.
Yes, yes.
Patmalingam. I think we had a valuable discussion about the problems of humanity. What we are trying to achieve is longevity of life. I will tell a story about what I am proud to say that I have 6 grandchildren, 5 boys and a girl. What I want to say is what my 14-year-old grandchild told me 2 weeks ago. Papa, if you live 4 more years, he is a freshman in high school. If you live 4 more years, I will graduate out of high school. If you live 4 more years after that, I will graduate out of college. So I think what we have to do if we want to live long is what we just told about the 4 things. Health is wealth, healthcare is self-care, it is proper diet, exercise, avoid anxiety and hate.
Life can produce positive ion.
Yeah, avoid anxiety and hate and create love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, and faithfulness. We will live long. I think every day, like Maru said, we can die any time. But I think by being careful about ourselves, and if we want to be more productive for humanity, that's what we have to do. I'm a member of the Y, and last year they made me a member of the board of the Y. I have been a member of the YMCA for 44 years in America. So I think what I'm saying is we all can live long. I think value of life is going to be the most important factor in creating longevity of life. We have to have values about the other person, the person who doesn't have it, the person of the color. I'm a brown guy. I am proud to be a brown guy in America. 50 long years. Thank you.
There are 3 possibilities after 1 year from now. You remain your age next year. You grow 1 year older. You can grow 1 year younger. This is reversing of aging. It can happen by realigning your systems well. It can happen. So, but you may not be able to efficiently do it so that you will go back 50 years. No, you will go back 1 year. That is possible. Next birthday, I will meet you and say, I feel 1 year younger. What about you?
Yes.
Maruf, there's one
I
other
am for
thing.
it. Yeah.
Maruf, one other thing is you may not be here next year.
That's true. That's one.
And I cannot believe some of my friends, young children. I mean, there was a young boy who was fantastic, clean living, 42 years old, glioblastoma multiforme.
That's right. That's why I'm saying.
He's my lawyer's son.
You lied.
He'll be gone.
There are three possibilities.
Sure. No, listen.
Same age.
It's a very complicated subject with lots of
let's
angles.
stop it. I know.
But on the other hand, what you say, Maruf, is to have a particular attitude. And that's all you can have. The outcome may be this or that, but the outcome doesn't matter. It is
Doesn't matter.
how you run the race that
Does
matters.
not matter, exactly.
Yeah, you do your best.
No, you can't help
Saro,
it.
you want to say something, Saro?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, just live your day really well. One day. And, you know, do all the things that Maruf is talking about, you know, for that day, because, you know, that moment might be the only moment you have. So live it well. That's kind of, I think, one of my goals anyway.
Thank you. Shall we?
That's a good meeting. Our group is alive because we are a good example.
So listen, let's diversify. Let's bring new ideas in, and let's discuss these things that are relevant to us, and let's diversify and get some ideas from book, and share some information, and let's make it interesting and lively, and get more people involved too.
Negative ion. Go and look up negative ion. Some of the research done on negative ion submerged. Some of the drugs, some of the treatment and management systems that have been put submerged because people are making money out of it. So this
part of our system. Yeah.
Niagara Falls has 100,000 negative ions per cubic centimeter around Niagara Falls. Around the seaside, you get about 5,000. These guys are clapping. You know how they clap? They don't clap like this. They stand up and up. And somebody said, do like this. Sit down, stand up. In that, lots of things are coming up there.
Okay. All right, folks.
Thank you.
That was an interesting meeting, even though it was not planned.
Yeah.
We will do something else.
Yeah.
We'll meet again next month.
Okay. Sounds good.
And be safe.
Hi, Benita. I didn't say hello to you.
Saro,
Yep.
Saro,
Yes,
by the
Saro.
way, that
Yes,
hand that you saw on Nicey's photo was it was not any abnormality.
Yeah,
That's why I
I'm
said these
glad.
other pictures.
I kind of felt like he was clenching his hand, maybe something.
I know. I
I
realized
was
that.
concerned.
That's why I
so
sent you the other ones.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that he's well.
Yeah.
Really glad he's well.
Thank you guys. All the best.
I was looking through some old photos.
Thank you very
I have some photos of you in Jaffna, in the Alagratnam's thing and so on.
Yeah.
I'll pass it on to you. There were garland and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, Yogaman, he just came back from there again. Yeah. It's
Okay.
going well.
Yeah, good. Okay, take care, folks. Take care,
Bye,
Benita.
everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
See you, Saro. All of you.
Yeah, bye, Benita.
We see you.
Bye.
Okay.
Thanks, Maruf. Thanks.
Thanks, Maruf. Yeah. Happy birthday again.
Yes. All the best.
Okay, take care.
Yeah.
I'm closing then. Padmalingam, thanks.
Hi, Maru. Again, enjoy your birthday. Yeah,
Okay.
This was a very good meeting. I liked it very much.
Movie called Vikram.